All right, so wow, did we get a ton of highlights and stats from you guys this week? Seems like everybody's fired up about some of these NHL games. And you know what? You should be ready to go deep on some of the biggest moments.
Let's do it. It's been a week full of surprises, for sure. Some big milestones, some really unexpected turns. Should we start with the individual achievements?
Yeah, let's kick things off with some individual stuff. I mean, how can we not talk about Tampa Bay's win against Colorado?
Yeah.
They crushed the defending champs 5-2.
Always a big deal when you can take down the Stanley Cup winner from the previous season. Sends a message, you know? But yeah, 5-2, definitely a statement win for Tampa.
For sure. And a lot of that had to do with, well, you know, the way Nikita Kucherov was playing.
Yeah.
A goal and 2 assists for him. He was on fire.
Oh, yeah. Kucherov was all over the ice. And, you know, it wasn't just the basic stats either. His advanced metrics were through the roof. Like his Corsi, have you looked at that? It was crazy high. Meaning Tampa Bay pretty much dominated puck possession whenever he was out there.
You know, it's funny you should say that. 'Cause I was looking at the Utah game, right? They beat Calgary 5-1. And guess what? Mikhail Sergachev, same exact stat line as Kucherov. 1 goal, 2 assists.
Wait, really? 2 different teams, 2 different games, same scoreline.
Yeah. It's wild, right? Like they were in sync or something, even though they were playing completely separate games.
Gotta love those little statistical echoes in the NHL. It really shows you how these incredibly talented players can just, I don't know, just completely take over a game no matter who they're up against.
And speaking of taking over games, did you see what Anze Kopitar did? This guy, man, he's a legend. 800 career assists.
Oh, yeah. In the Kings win against Vegas, right? I mean, 800 assists. Do you even realize how insane that is? He's only like the 5th player born outside of North America to hit that number.
Put that in perspective, 800 assists.
Yeah.
I mean, can you even picture playing long enough to rack up that many assists? Unbelievable.
Kopitar has just been such a consistent playmaker for the Kings year after year. It's incredible.
Totally. And it makes you think, you know, like 800 assists. That's not just about one guy getting points. That's about all the goals he set up, all the wins his vision and his passing have made possible. That kind of playmaking, it leaves a mark on a franchise, you know, a real legacy.
For sure. I mean, imagine all those moments over the years where his pass was the difference maker, all those celebrations. That's what makes hockey so special.
Absolutely. And now let's switch gears a little bit, talk about some team milestones, because both Columbus and Winnipeg hit a pretty big one this week. 500 franchise wins. Can you believe it?
500 wins. Man, that is not easy to do in the NHL. Only about half the teams in the league's entire history have ever managed to reach that number.
And they get it in such different ways, too. Columbus just shut out the Islanders straight up, 2-0. While Winnipeg, they went on a scoring rampage against the Red Wings, 6-2. Talk about a party on ice.
You know, reaching 500 wins like that, it says a lot about an organization. You gotta be consistently competitive, build a winning culture year after year. And let's not forget the fans either. They've been there through it all, cheering their team on through the ups and the downs. That kind of loyalty, that shared history, it's something special.
It really is. And I know we can't talk about every single game from this week, but we do have to mention the Canucks, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Their point streak came to an end. They actually got shut out 6-0 by the Devils. Tough loss at home.
Yeah, streaks are going to end eventually, but that one was a tough one to watch for Canucks fans. I mean, a 6-0 loss. New Jersey just came in and completely shut down their offense.
Yeah, a real reminder that on any given night in the NHL, any team can win. It keeps things exciting, that's for sure. So there you have it. Big individual performances, team milestones, even a little bit of statistical magic with the Kucherov and Sergachev thing. It's been one heck of a week in the NHL.
Definitely. And as you keep following along, here's something to think about. How do those individual milestones, like Kopitar's 800 assists, inspire the next generation of players? And how do they become part of a team's legacy? It's something to ponder as we watch these players make history